Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these 5 action figures look. We're gonna take a look at these cool, awesome Hasbro Spider-Man action figures. 4 of them that just dropped, and then this one that we got just a couple of years ago. So you're not gonna wanna miss this. So Spider-Man versus Venom and Miles versus Carnage 2-pack is awesome, and then we'll move on to check out this really cool Venom action figure. And so you're not gonna want to miss this. Got these at Target, got that one at Walgreens. So guys, let's go ahead and dive on in. Before we get started, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these awesome action figures and give us a big thumbs up. So what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on
Super Channel G. Yeah.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, so let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's take a closer look at these 2 action figure sets, and then we'll get them open. Alright, and so why don't we go ahead and start. I was like, which one we start off with? Let's start off with Spider-Man versus Venom. Alright, let's go ahead and get this awesome 2-pack open. Let's take a closer look first. Look at this awesome artwork over here. Here's Spider-Man. Look at this beautiful coloring, the rendering they got going on. Look at this Venom, looks ultra sick. Look at that. He's even got his tongue and saliva going everywhere. And look at the action figures, but this package looks pretty cool. Love the city in the background. Look at that. From a slightly turned perspective, that looks cool. There's a Spider-Man right there from a different action pose from what we have up here. And then Venom, looks like it might be the same pose, just flipped mirror image. We got our picture on the back. We do have where it looks like it was damaged here from something pushing it in. That's all right. And then we have one, what is this called here? I guess it's supposed to be like a web blaster, but that looks cool right there, and they show it like a rocket propelling out. So it says Spider-Man Venom versus Spider-Man. I'm like, over here it says Spider-Man versus Venom. So Spider-Man swings into battle. The symbiotic Venom. Pretty cool. And so, let's get it open. And we'll start off with popping Spider-Man out. Fighting the symbiotic Venom. Ugh! There we go. Why is it not cutting? Are they just that dull? Or they got a bad angle? Okay, there we go. And here we are. Man, it's either some really good rope or some really bad scissors. Wow. There we go. Let's get our Spider-Man on out of here. Cool. And we may as well get our Venom out too at the same time. Alright, nice. And then on this one, we're gonna have to cut the ankles out. There we go. And this, is this taped in here, or is this just jammed in there? Looks like it is taped. I'll probably use a knife to get that out. There we are. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and set this aside. Nothing else to see on this package. And let's take a closer look at our 2 action figs. So first, we have Spider-Man. And let's see what his head sculpt looks like and how his head turns. So, turns really well. Obviously, can go all the way back around. since it's just on a single ball joint right there, it only goes this far back and this far forward, so not a ton of back and forth head articulation. We can slightly tilt, and of course we can turn. So that looks pretty good. We can turn the shoulders all the way around. We can bring the arms almost all the way up. Look at that. Wow, in the opposite direction. Okay. I was thinking maybe they get stuck there, and no they don't. Alright, and then this is how far the arms come down. We do have elbow joints right here, which means we can turn the arm right here at the elbow. And let's see. We can, there we go. Bend the arm this far forward, which is not quite a 90-degree angle, you see, but it does bring it in pretty well. Especially because the basic figures don't typically have elbow joints. Now, something interesting right here at the waist is the legs only go back and forth. They don't go out to the side. Oh, it looks like action figure is busting open from the bottom. Look at that, because I'm pinching it back closed. But anyway, so then be aware I might have to glue that, because if I push it forward, it starts to open again. Splitting his pants. I rip my pants. Okay, there's no waist joint. I do like the mold. Look how cool this looks. That looks awesome. We'll probably even put this here if we wanted to. Look at that. And then, as far as the knee joints, same thing like the elbows. Doesn't quite come to a 90-degree angle, but it does come close. And then we can turn it a little bit. No ankle joints, but definitely excited to have knee joints. Now it would have been nice for the hip to be able to go more than just that much back and forth, because it doesn't come straight out to 90-degree angle either. It's still kind of leaning slightly back. But just happy to have multiple points of articulation. We have one hand that's like clasping like it's holding something. For example, this. And then the other one that has shooting webs. Look at that. Web shooter hand. It's kind of cool. And then as far as this is concerned, I guess we can have him hold it like that. Straighten this out. And have him shoot it like this. And let's see, do we just push it? Or do we have a button? Let me see what it says, because I forgot to check it. I guess we literally just push it from the back. Because, look at this. So I don't know if we, bam, hit it or just push it till it pops out. So let's find out real quick. We will. Okay, we don't push it down or up or side to side, so. Like, wow, that was really stuck in there. Let's try this again. Wow, it's really in there. Okay, it actually comes out way better than it did the first time. So, and it clicks in there pretty hard, but I guess once I've removed it once, it actually pops out pretty alright. You have to click it in there pretty hard, but to come out, you do have to give it a little bit of force. Something interesting is it looks like my Spider-Man keeps splitting open from the side. Look at that. So I'm going to have to glue him down. Wow, that's not something you typically see. These things are usually built pretty heavy. But unfortunately I do have that going on, so I'll glue mine. But something to be aware of. And I don't know if it's just because we're moving the legs so much that it's splitting it open there, or if it's also because I'm moving the arms. Look. So that's something that we're not used to have going on. So beware, obviously, of that. The spider symbol on the back looks really cool. The paint's a little rushed, so it's a little lower than it should be, and part of the spider symbol is blue instead of all red. But otherwise, I like the colors of this action figure. Spider symbol looks cool. The mold is what I like the most about it. And yeah, look at the boots. So, looks pretty cool. The split that's happening all the way down the middle is unfortunate, but does have pretty decent articulation, especially for a basic figure. Let's put this back on here. Let's have him hold this again. And we can have him aim this at Venom right here. And here we go. Wow! Did I even nick it at all, or just shot over it? Wow, it did hit it, didn't it? Let's slow motion that and see what happens. And is it just grazing it or what? Let's see. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. And I don't know if it's because when I push it, it ends up coming out at a slight angle. So are we even hitting it? It's happening so fast. Let's see. That one's a yes. Let's try this again. Okay, well, might not be strong enough to knock Venom over. Alright, come on, Venom, Venom, Venom. Wow, I just went like, and like just grazed him and... Okay, you saw that. Okay, there you go. Not strong enough to knock over Venom in most cases. That was the best we got so far. Try to hit it as hard as I can, then that's it. Interesting. Alright. So, that was our Spider-Man. Now let's take a look at our Venom. Our Venom looks pretty cool. Disappointed that we're not going to be able to move his head. And we don't have tons of joints. But I was thinking we could at least move it side to side, but no, it's just glued on really strong. So we can't even turn it side to side. The tongue. Cannot pose it. I was hoping maybe we can have some sort of something to pose it, like maybe a wire in there. No. As far as the head sculpt, the eyes look decent. And then the bottom teeth, there's a little bit of paint bleed onto where the gums would be. And unfortunately on the top, they just did a big old line across instead of showing where there would be like individual teeth like that with the gums. So I guess we can always touch that up with our own paint. I love the way the spider symbol looks right here. The Venom's the spider symbol on the chest. I love how it connects to the back. And we have that going on there, so that looks great. He's like hulking out with these super huge muscles. His legs come that far forward and that far backward if you need to. But get him too far back or forward, he might fall. Cool that the arms do look pretty good like that on the huge bulging muscles. There's no white part right here. I guess I can paint that. And unfortunate that we have no knee or elbow joints, especially when the Spider-Man got us all excited as far as that's concerned, right? So take a closer look at the mold. He does have like a little indentation right here where it would see the nails, his claws right there. Again, sculpt looks pretty good, and the only white on here is on this part of it, because the arms and legs are just black. So overall, it looks pretty good. Unfortunate we don't have more articulation, but definitely doesn't get knocked over with this. So pretty cool. Let's see if we can get a cool pose here. There we go. We can't. Let's see how we can make this look. Now, it looks like they made Venom a little bit shorter than Spider-Man, which is also unfortunate because we wanted Venom to look more like a big beast. But in any event, that's what it looks like. What do you think, guys? Alright, let's move on to the other 2-pack with Miles and Carnage. Set these aside over here. Alright, friends, so next, now that we've done Spider-Man and Venom, we have Miles Morales versus Carnage. This Spider-Man 2-pack right here that we found at Target also. And look how cool these action figures look. This one does not have, well, I guess there's slight damage in the back, but it doesn't have those dots damaged. Well, I guess this is just as bad, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. But I'm excited to see that Miles, again, as I mentioned before, has knee and elbow joints, even though unfortunately Carnage does not. So look at this package. This artwork looks awesome. Look at this Miles right here. We have this really awesome action pose. Look at that. That looks really cool. And then we have Carnage right here. That looks awesome. And this looks like the same picture but mirror image. Then over here it says Miles versus Carnage, and not like opposite like the other one. And there we are. We have this like web blaster right here. Well, like the web blaster on the other one, but this one's more of a dart shooting out here. Okay, so on the back it does say
Spider-Man, Miles versus Carnage. Miles Morales suits up and swings in to take on the evil Carnage.
Well, I didn't say much, but cool. Get us hyped up. And let's cut these bad boys on out of here. And then yes, these scissors did not cut very well last time. And maybe it's just really tight rope here. Let's call it that. Okay. And then let's see. There we go. Let's see about Carnage. It would be enough to that releases his arm, and it should have been here too, but that's alright. Here we go. Push his hand out, and we'll cut his foot out. There we are. Okay, cool. And then we'll just get this out right here too. There we are. Perfect. Get this out here. Alright, and then this should be the same, right? Oof. There we go. Couldn't get the first one out either. Maybe once we popped it out once. Yep, seems similar. We're now able to shoot it. Oh! It came out and then just wiggled. Went. You just see that again in replay if I remember to edit it. Ah, I did it again, but it didn't go. Let's see. One more time. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's take a look at our Miles. Let's get closer and let's zoom on in. Miles' head sculpt looks pretty awesome. Look at this beautiful red right here. This looks very cool. Now, it's not like Spider-Man where this is our actual like embossing or indentions. This one is strictly paint, but man, what a beautiful paint job they did, and nice sculpt. Also, you can see definitely the definition. Look how cool that looks. Now the head doesn't, it goes a little bit further back than our Spider-Man, our red and blue Spider-Man over there, and it does tilt, so we got better head articulation here. I can't get over how clean and tight this paint looks right here. Looks very nice. Look at this awesome spider symbol. This looks awesome. Okay, as far as the arms, they go all the way around, and then they don't go as high up as Peter, but they definitely go beyond a 90-degree angle. And then of course we have the elbow joint, which comes almost a 90-degree angle. And this one has the opposite arm that has where it would clasp that thing. Okay, so we turn right there. The elbows, let's straighten this out for web shooting action. And then same thing as Peter, the legs come forward. Only go, wow, these actually go all the way back, which is kind of cool in a weird way. But unfortunately the legs do not go out, but we do have knee joints. Look at this. It's a little looser than I would have anticipated, but not terribly loose. It's just really easy to move compared to Peter, where it's like, it actually like, look, takes some effort, and this one, like very little effort. Look at that. And it even starts to drift back down on its own. Okay, so all in all, this action figure looks great. Let's see about this blast action right here. this one is different because it actually has this huge like base right here. We can actually have it clamped onto his arm as well, I guess. So we can have this here, and I'm assuming clamp this on here, that we gotta just push that up there. Look at that. Don't know why they made it that huge, but whatever. Let's put Carnage right there and let's see what happens if we try to blast him. Here we are. And hopefully we don't get that action going. Okay, there, we just missed. Okay, strong enough to knock Carnage down, but maybe not necessarily Venom. Yep. And Venom, this is gonna be a big no. Nope, just grazed off his head. Okay, cool. So we can pop that off. Let's see. We can put it, I guess we can still put it on his back if we wanted to. And it still fits either way, even though that kind of gets in the way, but it still fits. Look at that. So just making sure this is pointing in the right direction. Cool. It is kind of heavy for him to carry. And let's set up Miles. Then action pose. Let's see. Here we are. Again, too bad the legs don't go out, so we could pose this better. But still cool. And you know what? If we have our action hero dynamic action figure stand, maybe this would be even cooler, since I'm not going to be able to get him stand like that without some sort of base, either with the peg on his foot or with hovering over like that. Let me see. I think I got it right over here. At least one of them. So I'm excited about that. Oops. This is loose now. Anyway, these you can still find at Target also. These dynamic action hero stands, action figure stands. But in the back by the movie section. So there we go. Let's see. Here we are. We can angle this. So that's kind of cool. We can change the angle up a little bit, but you see how it's like, that's pretty cool. Again, he's got limited articulation, but at least we can move his elbows and his knees now, compared to other figures in the past. Look at that. Okay, cool. So let's move on and let's look at our Carnage. Let's set him up right here. And this Carnage, zoom on in. Take a look at this face sculpt. I was like, his eyes looked a little crooked. And the paint isn't quite following the sculpt exactly. Look at that. So that may or may not be intentional, but because it doesn't follow it, it looks kind of a little sloppy. Now this is just a straight line that was painted over, like where his teeth and jaws would be. And yeah, since it's straight and doesn't connect to the eyes like maybe it would show in the picture, it just looks a little rushed. But see, that way I can give you an idea what that might look like. Now obviously we may not be able to get that exactly, but maybe the eyes could have been executed just a little bit better. And then if we connected the eyes to right here where it shows like teeth, maybe that would have looked slightly better as well. But nonetheless, overall still a cool figure, because I'm going to show you the sculpt for the whole figure is cool. If this probably comes off, assuming it comes off. Okay, great. You can show his tendrils. And the part that I'm disappointed on is the lack of joints here. So the legs come that far back, this far forward, but no knee joints. Shoulders go all the way around, but not out, and don't bend at the elbow. So Otherwise, be a little bit cooler. The head goes this far back, this far forward, which is not a lot. Turns and tilts a little bit, and so on. Otherwise, the red and the black look pretty cool. I think maybe it could have been a little bit brighter red, but nonetheless looks cool. And then this, we can spin it if we want, so that it can kind of be coming off a little differently depending on which way you have them facing. But let's see, I think I would like it like this for now. And too bad his not his wrist, anything looking a little softer than you might think it is. But he's not so imposing. He's just standing there, but either way, he's still Carnage and looks cool. And he's not standing up so straight. I don't want to lean him forward, I want him to stand up strong. Oh, I guess that's going to be it right there. So, either way, looks pretty cool. Let's put Miles over here. Let's have Carnage like... Oh, I don't like that his arm comes only straight out. Either way, that looks pretty cool. What do you think? Alright, awesome. Let me know what you think of these two action figures, and let's put them all together right here. Alright friends, look how cool this looks. Here we have our Miles, we have our Carnage, we have Spider-Man, and we have our Venom, and they all look pretty cool, all in the same place. Now, I didn't want everybody just standing around. This is about as dynamic as Miles is gonna get because his limited mobility, but at least we can do that. We can turn this stand, tilt it a little bit, maybe even have him going at an angle or upside down. We could do something similar for Spider-Man, but for this little bit of having all four in the same shot looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Alright friends, now that we've done these incredible 2-packs again of Spider-Man versus Venom and Miles versus Carnage, let's go ahead and open this cool Venom that we found a couple years ago at Walgreens. And so the thing about Walgreens is sometimes you can still find action figures that have been chilling there for a long time. So sometimes even years, not kidding. But so there's a chance I might still be able to find this Venom there. Not highly likely, not, but you never know. And sometimes stuff's just hidden there because they don't have a big toy section. It doesn't look like they go through it very often. Maybe annually, I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead, set these cool guys aside, and let's take a look at our really incredible Venom right here. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at that. Look at his logo, and of course, you'll notice it's the same as what we just opened right here. Look at the theme that we got going on. Looks cool right here. And yeah, look at that different Spider-Man art right there, but so cool how it's the artwork's going on right here. And let's show you the back. Shows you Spider-Man, says Venom, same here. And check that out. There are other action figures, of course, in the line from Ultimate Spider-Man. It just looks really cool. And we can spin this wheel to turn the tongue. Look at this. So, alright, and this is clearly not the same mold as this Venom either. This one is just so much, even so much cooler. And it is gray versus black, but let's go ahead and see what it says in the back. Look at this beautiful artwork right there. Look how cool that looks. Alright, it says, Venom, a sinister specimen. Venom can strike down enemies with a single blow. Yeah, that looks pretty outstanding. Look at that. So, alright, let's go ahead and get this open. Alright, and I have the scissors somewhere right around. Here we are. Here we go. Oh, and look, there's still a piece from the other one in there. Is this a rubber band? Or is this a plastic tie? Well, this really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna cut it out anyway. And I was hoping maybe it was attached to this one, but it's not. Alright, cool. Let me start some for the legs, the feet. Alright, awesome. So look at that. Okay, so again, no elbow or knee joints, and the shoulders only go around like clock arms, the hands on the clock. Let's see, the legs, definitely, well, the top part almost would come into what appears to be a 90-degree angle, except the knees bent in this mold. It looks a lot cooler. The head sculpt is even cooler than this one. Look at this, comparing the two already. Look at that. I like the eyes better, I like the mouth better, the teeth better. This is definitely a cooler mold. The legs are making them taller and more intimidating. The arms are even bulkier. And the hands, look at that. So we got a different spider symbol right here, obviously the one we have over here. And look at the back. Doesn't that look wicked? It's awesome. So again, closer look at the sculpt we have going on here. Let me get a little closer, sorry. Look at the head. Too bad this is a little clunky looking, but overall looks great. We cannot turn or move the head, as you can see right there. And then again, look at this huge hands, claws. But that looks really cool. All we gotta do is turn this. Let's move this down, because otherwise it'll hit it right there. You just, oop, going too fast. Look at that. So it spins. Let's see, does it have a year down here? 2017. Wow. I didn't buy this in 2017, I'll tell you that much. So I may have bought it maybe in 2018 or 2019. I'm sorry, 2019 or 2018 or 2019. So I would think 19. But wow, look at that. It's really cool. So I'm digging the mold. Look at his feet. They definitely look, everything looks very intimidating. And the fact that he's taller than the other Venom is really cool too. Look at this. Let's get down closer. You can see it's not taller by a huge amount, but it's noticeable. Look at that. And it also means a difference on whether or not he's taller than Spider-Man. So look at this. So Spider-Man, Venom. You see this Venom, Spider-Man's slightly taller than that Venom, but not this one. So we have them right next to each other. Oops. Have them right next to each other. Spider-Man looks pretty big. When you have them next to this Venom, look at that. So this one's cool. Don't get me wrong, it is cool. But this one is just so much scarier, intimidating. Look at that. What are your thoughts, guys? Pretty awesome, right? And let's see what they all look like together. Alright, and here we go. And look how cool this is to have all 5 of these figures here. Now, I want to see if I can go back and find more from this line right here with these new ones that have this really great articulation. Is awesome too. So this Carnage still looks great, despite the fact that he has limited articulation and mobility. But again, this Venom is an absolute winner. That Carnage looks great, and these two Spider-Men look absolutely outstanding. So I would love to know what your thoughts are, guys. So I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. If you've not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible action figures, and give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Check out our YouTube channel again for more great videos like this, and we'll be seeing you soon. Thanks, guys, for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.